Welcome to Living the Music, where we uncover hidden lessons in classic songs. Today we're going to do a top 10 of Peter Gabriel songs. Instead of just top 10 best Peter Gabriel songs or top 10 favorites, we're going to look specifically at the top 10 most inspirational Peter Gabriel songs. Now, this is according to my opinion, but I hope you'll enjoy it and it will spur you to think about songs that have inspired you. If you are a Peter Gabriel fan, you can particularly look at him and his output, and certainly he has a lot of inspiring songs. If you're not a super Peter Gabriel fan, you might think of other songs that have inspired you. All right, now it is just my list. If you are a fan, I'm unlikely to have the same list as you. Please forgive that. And if I don't highlight a song that's particularly important to you, please understand it doesn't mean it's not a great song or I don't love it. It just didn't quite make my top 10 of most inspirational. But I'd love to hear your opinion and any that I may have missed that you think are crucial. All right, so diving in, we'll go through these rather quickly. We're going to start with number 10, his latest album, I.O. We finally got this album after so many years of waiting. Our man likes to take his time, more so as the years have gone on. But you know what? He came through, delivered a very fine album. I like every song on here to varying degrees, but I want to highlight my number 10 most inspirational song of Peter Gabriel. It's called Love Can Heal. So this is a rather straightforward message from Peter. It's an understated arrangement, rather directly put forth, and it's altogether the better for it. He's just saying something you could say simple, but it's very profound, and there's temptations to try to heal ourselves through lots of means, whether it's drink or drugs or shopping or just distracting ourselves. And I think it is inspiring to remember that more than likely the greatest source of healing is going to be love and all the many forms love can take, including just allowing yourself to be immersed in nature and just open to the universe. And that's a kind of love that can be very healing. All right, going to number 9, we're going to go to the Us album and the song Secret World. Here he seems to be pointing to how each individual can create their own secret world that they keep private, they keep hidden from their partner, and this can cause lots of problems. It's one of those things, if you're in a long-term relationship, you may eventually notice that you feel disconnected, you feel like some magic has left your relationship, and you may search for answers here, there, and everywhere, but he's saying that it may very well be that the big problem is that you each have a secret world that you're hiding from each other. So go ahead and open it up and expose it. That may be risky, but keep in mind it's risky to hide it as well. All right, going to number 8 of most inspiring Peter Gabriel songs. We're going to go to the Up album, and I'm going to point to a song called I Grieve. I Grieve. This is an interesting one. It starts off rather somber, as you would expect with that song title, but eventually it becomes rather upbeat and celebratory, and he seems to be saying that who we are is not just flesh and blood and material nature, but there's something ineffable about human beings, that even if we pass or someone we love passes, they're still around. They're still with us, and we can encounter them in a sense in the streets, in nature, all over the place, because we're more than just what the eye can see. Quite interesting. All right, going to number 7. We're going to go back to Up, and we're going to talk about the song More Than This. More Than This. So this is rather philosophical, you could say, idea or spiritual idea. This is hard to talk about. It's hard for him to even point to it in a song because it's getting at something that you can't really exactly point to, because what he's pointing to, and what I'm pointing to here is whatever is left after you've pointed to everything that makes sense. Once you're past all the concepts and all the form and the matter and the normal life that we're familiar with, then there's more than this. There's something more. There's more to life. There's more to existence. There's more to the universe. I just think it's a powerful notion to be open to that just kind of be in the question and be in the exploration and just be open and be aware that indeed there may at every moment be more than whatever we think is going on. Sorry if that was a little bit rambling, but I'm just trying to reveal something or illuminate something that's not a thing. So there you are, More Than This. Okay, going to number 6, we're going to go back to the Us album, and I want to highlight Digging in the Dirt. Digging in the Dirt is my number 6 most inspirational Peter Gabriel song. Apparently this was inspired by relationship issues he was having with his partner. I think he went to some rather intensive therapy or certainly long-lasting therapy. And for anybody who's done that kind of thing, you get the idea. It's you got to dig through the dirt of your life. You got to dig through the sort of ugly stuff that you'd rather not. That whether it's deep fears, deep anxieties, deep shame, all that so-called dirt it needs to be churned up and needs to be exposed, and you need to look at it and face it and deal with it in some way. And if you're willing to do that, you can create some freedom. All right, going to number 5. We're going to go to the Security album in America, or just Peter Gabriel, the 4th one. And I want to highlight the song San Jacinto. San Jacinto. This, for Peter Gabriel fans, this was inspired by a gentleman Peter came in contact with, a Native American, and they got to talking, and it got Peter thinking about rituals that you go through, or you used to go through in any case, as a Native American to kind of come into your adulthood. And he just has a powerful, potent melody in this song, and he just some of his most impassioned singing, in my opinion. And he brings out a lot of interesting imagery, and then he comes to that crescendo of hold the line. We hold the line. Like most people in America, I'm aghast at how my ancestors treated the Native Americans, and they struggle to make a life for themselves in our land today. And it's not always easy for them, and So Peter, I think, is showing empathy for all of that, the whole story, and also he's pointing to their resilience, and he's saying hold the line, and I guess he's saying I hold the line with you, and I'd like to believe I do as well, and I invite all of us to, and we all deserve the dignity of a fulfilled life. We don't have the power to go back and undo the past, unfortunately, but we can celebrate the heroism of those that went through it, and those that are still with us, that are holding the line of their traditions. We were with them, and we salute them for doing so. All right, going to number 4. We're back to the Us album. This has a lot of inspirational stuff on it. He got into a lot of personal stuff here. I want to highlight the song Love to Be Loved. Love to Be Loved. Now, that could seem sappy, I suppose, to some people, but I think it's very nice, and I think it's very moving, and especially maybe for men, we want to come across as tough and not really needing anything, but I've always loved that song, and to me it reminds me and affirms to me that it's okay to want love, to need love, to actually love to be loved, and if that's more of a feminine aspect, so be it. But I think we all feel it, and it's better just to embrace that, and by doing so, we can more easily open ourselves to the love that we want. All right. Top 3 should be a little bit predictable, but you can't escape them. So at number 3, I'm going to go with Don't Give Up from the So album. So wonderfully written by Peter, so beautifully sung with Peter and Kate Bush on the original album. The power is in the emotion that they bring out, and the pathos that they illuminate. But yeah, let's look. It's easy to give up. It's easy for all of us to give up at any moment, to give up on relationship, to give up on a dream, and in some ways give up on life. That doesn't have to mean we take our life, but we can sort of give up being 100% in our life. And so this song's a rallying cry saying, you can do it. You can do it. And it's so special if you have somebody that believes in you and is telling you, you got it. And wouldn't it be incredible if we can be that person for other people and tell them, we know they can do it. Don't give up. All right, going to number 2, going to the Melt album, so-called, his third album, and we're going to talk about Biko. Yeah, Biko, staple of his live performances. Again, a rather direct song in terms of its arrangement, but it's an anthem, and it highlights a particular person, Stephen Biko, from South Africa. In 1977, this gentleman was arrested by the apartheid South African government. He was tortured and ultimately died of that torture. And he is a symbol of standing up for your rights and standing up for equality, standing up for what you believe in. And like all good songs that are highlighting the heroism of one individual, by illuminating that, it's also saying we all have the opportunity to be that person in our own way. We all have the opportunity to take a stand, and whether it's against oppression or a stand for peace, or stand for equality, or whatever moves us. Peter is saying, let's not let the tragedy of Biko be something that's forgotten. Let's remember it, and let's be inspired by it. And now coming to number one from his first album, you guessed it, Salisbury Hill. What can you say? What a tremendous song from start to finish. Every line is gold. The entire feel of the song is gold. The performance, that guitar riff, it's just what an incredible song to come out the gate with as a solo artist. Now, I don't know if he's ever exactly admitted it, but it seems to me pretty clear that this was inspired by leaving his former group, Genesis. He was with Genesis for 5-6 albums or so, depending on how you count them. And he got to the point where he felt like he was part of the machinery. He felt like he didn't have control over his schedule. He felt like his life was too predictable. It was planned out for months and months ahead, and he felt trapped. So this song's about freedom. This song's about, hey, you can keep my things. They've come to take me home. And being home is doing my own thing, living my own life, not just being part of this scenery, taking up space in somebody else's drama. I'm going to go out there and forge ahead into my own drama. So powerful song, powerful message for all of us. And it's my number one most inspirational Peter Gabriel song. So there's my top 10. Like I said earlier, I'd love to hear yours. If you don't have top 10, top 5, top 3, number 1, whatever is there for you. Which songs of Peter Gabriel's have inspired you the most? If you don't mind, go ahead and like this video. Give us a thumbs up so that YouTube knows to spread it out to more people, and more people can discover great Peter Gabriel music. Hit the notification bell, and you'll always be notified of when we've dropped a new video here. And go ahead and subscribe. We'd love to have you aboard. We got much more new content coming your way. This is about fusing music and life, taking songs, taking albums, and breaking them down and thinking about how we can apply their message into our everyday life. Thanks for being here for this one. See you in the next one. Take care.